must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back.
Good afternoon, Chiefs. I'm Devika Maya, and today is January 15th, 2021. Teachers and students, please remember to follow all school safety protocols. It is also important to remember that if you aren't feeling well, please stay home. Let's work together to keep each other safe this school year. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the 9 weeks is just around the corner, so it is important to remember that in order to be successful, you must be actively engaged in learning. Know the importance of doing your very best each day, and make sure that if you need any help that you may contact your teachers, administrators, or counselors for help. Chiefs, now is the chance to change your learning option for the third quarter, which begins February 3rd. If the last 2 quarters were a struggle, it is recommended that you return to school for in-person instruction. Please refer to the list of school counselors and administrators who can assist you with any questions you may have. Students and staff, the parking spots with the yellow cones are for visitors only. Thank you for your cooperation. Florida State University is pleased to present the 2021 application process for the Service Scholar Program. For more information about the benefits, requirements, and application process, please visit the Service Scholar website. Completed applications must be submitted electronically by 5 p.m. on Friday, January 22nd, 2021. If you have any questions, please email your guidance counselors. Okay, Chiefs, we would like to turn it over to Stefan for a special segment called This Day in History.
And now it's time for another segment of This Day in History.
A little over 90 years ago, Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15th, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. He was a Baptist minister and a civil rights activist who had a seismic impact on race relations in the United States beginning in the mid-1950s. Among his many efforts, King headed the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Throughout his activism and inspirational speeches, he played a pivotal role in the ending the legal segregation of African American citizens in the United States, as well as the creation of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Years after his death, he is most widely known African American leader of his era. His life and work have been honored with a national holiday, school, public building named after him, and a memorial on Independence Mall in Washington, D.C. In 1964, Martin Luther King won the Nobel Peace Prize along with several other honors. He continues to be remembered as one of the most influential and inspirational African American leaders in history. Here is a tribute from all of us at Chiefs TV.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago,
it's getting serious on this track, ma'am.
A great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious races, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. We will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Wow, thank you, Stefan. Well, Chiefs, that's all we have for you today. I'm Davika Amaya. Have an amazing day.